It's a whole different kind of mindset. You know what I mean? We're along for 46, 43, and 35. Now, as a scale trader, part of that skill set is knowing where to get in and where to get out. So anyway, back to the other thought. On the fat finger trade where I lost $100,000 because I did a 100 lot when I meant to do a 1 lot. 100 lot, by the way, on ES, which has a margin of like $1.7 million. Yeah, that was a big problem. That showed a few different flaws. So we haven't really talked about it, but we'll talk about it now. On Thinkorswim, I have 3 screens. One of them's SPY, one of them's ES, and one of them's MES. So the SPY is usually sometimes 10 shares, sometimes 100, right? But I only use that screen for SPY. I'm going to get long another one here. We're long 4 now. So I only use that screen for SPY. All right. This is going to sound crazy, but here's what happened. I ordered 2 pizzas from Sal's. Yes, there's pizza involved in this problem. I ordered 2 pizzas from Sal's. And I get a thing on my screen that says your pizza's been delivered. I go outside, there's no pizza. I'm realizing that something's wrong. I mean, I don't have any, there's no pizza. So with DoorDash, you can get it like a number. So I text the number. I was like, yo, I didn't get any pizza. They text me a picture. The picture they sent was not my porch. I'm like, yes, I see that you delivered it, but it's not my porch. I'm texting this, right? That's not my porch. They're like, well, what do you mean? I was like, what do you mean what I mean? That picture that you sent is a picture of somebody else's porch. Are you sure? Yes, I know what my porch looks like. Hello? Hello? All right, meanwhile, it's like 6 minutes to the open. 6 minutes to the open. I said, listen, you need to come back and get the pizza and bring it to me because I don't know that house. I just know that I don't have a plant. They had like a plant, like one of those potted things or whatever. I don't have that on my porch. And I knew it wasn't my porch. So the person delivering didn't speak much English, but they did a good job. They were able to like translate what I was texting them. They say, you know, be right there, be right there. That's what they texted. I was like, okay, cool. They get the pizza. Like 15 minutes later, I get my doorbell rings. Now the opening is already getting ready. We're like 60 seconds from the friggin' opening. Maybe it wasn't 15 minutes. Maybe they're back in 5. I don't know. It was like 60 seconds. I was like, I don't want to miss this trade because I'm going to short off the open. I'm going to short like 8 handles up off the open. So I put in an order. I figured it was a 1 lot in ES. If you remember, there was a moment where the ES went up like 30 handles off the open. Well, it was 10, and then it went to 15, and then it went to 20, and then it went to 30. So the doorbell rings. This is a great story. The doorbell rings, and she's apologizing. No, I'm so sorry. And I'm mad, you know, I'm mad. And I'm like, Manuka. I'm starting to talk in Spanish, you know, Manuka. Never again. You know, Manuka. She's like handing me the pizza, and then she says in English, she ate a few slices. Wait, what? What? She ate a few slices? What do you mean she ate a few slices? Why would she eat my pizza? She knows she didn't order my pizza. What the fuck? Right? Then I'm realizing, she says, oh, her husband died. And I'm realizing which house it is. 3 houses down, a guy died of COVID. When someone in your family dies around here, people will order you food. Just like randomly for like a month, you'll get food at your door. People just send you food. They'll go on DoorDash and send you food. She thought someone sent her 2 pizzas. So now how do I get mad? Now I can't be mad. She's 55 years old. She's a widower. Her husband died of COVID. I know exactly what house it is now. And the Hispanic girl, who's kind of hot, by the way, is trying to hand me the pizzas. And I'm like, no. And I'm telling her to take it back to the other woman or to take it home, but I can't touch the box. She's like, why? She's like, ¿qué? Or something, in Spanish. I was like, because she had her hand in the box. There's COVID in her house. Her husband died of COVID. I can't stick my hand in the box. I don't know. She had her hand in the box. How do I put my hand in the box? I'm like, okay. I finally get this resolved, and I said, listen, I'm sorry. I'm not mad at you, but you need to take those pizzas away. I cannot accept the pizza. She put her hand in the box. I mean, the whole point of a contactless delivery is that you get the pizzas and you put them on my porch. And then I let them sit there for 5 minutes to kill any virus or whatever. And then I go get them and I wash my hands and whatever. Now, you delivered it to the wrong house, and there's like fucking... Not only did you deliver it to the wrong house, but she brought it in her home, opened the lid, and ate 2 of the slices. If you're just joining us, I'm explaining how I lost $100,000 a couple weeks back trading the ES. Of course, none of this took as long as I'm explaining it. It was relatively bang, bang, bang. I'm like, no, I can't bring that in. She's like, please, I feel so bad. I said, no, I can't take the pizza. I'm sorry. I cannot bring that pizza into my house. She not only took it into her home, she opened the lid and took pizza, like the slices, out of it. So I'm like, okay, what do you want me to do? She's like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like, she's actually crying now. Now I feel awful. Plus, I gave her a $14 tip to bring me 2 pizzas, so I don't know how awful she could be. But Brandon was telling me maybe they don't even know about the tip until it's over with. I don't know. But I'm thinking, why is she crying? I gave her $14 to drive 3 miles and bring me 2 pizzas. She should be happy. And now she can take the 2 pizzas home to her kids if she wants to take the risk. But I'm not taking the risk. I'm not taking the risk. She put her hands in my pizza. Now, first, like I said, I was mad. But then I realized that her husband died of COVID. It's no joke. He died of COVID a couple months ago. He's 3 houses down. And his house number is similar to mine. I don't want to give out my house number, but his house number is similar to mine. Except his is a 1 and mine doesn't. And I'm feeling bad for her now because she thought that someone in our community, we have 300 houses here, she thought that someone had ordered her food because she's still obviously grieving. She lost her husband. Not just lost him, like it was like out of the blue. He had COVID. He actually went to the hospital because he had some sort of a procedure. He was doing a minor procedure, and then he got COVID when he was there, and then he fucking died. But she ate my pizza. And now the Hispanic driver, who, like I said, was kind of hot, she's trying to hand me the pizza. I'm like, no. I can't. How do I do that? How do I put my hand in there when she had her hand in there? I can't do it. And let's top it all off. In an era of COVID, it came from a COVID house. Her husband died of COVID. I see the laughter in the chat room. It's funny. I mean, it is funny. Okay. All right, so wait. This is where it gets bad. I go back to my desk, which was in the living room at the time. Now we're in living room number 2. I moved it. But at the time, it was right in the main living room. I go over to my screen. Down like $80,000. That's what it says. Don't think or swim. It says I'm down $80,000. Like, what? Yeah, let me tell you something, folks. When that happens, you are so disoriented, you don't even know. And it said I was short 100 ES. Here's what happened. I was doing a demo for someone by phone, just showing them something, and I didn't feel like creating a new chart, so I was on the SPY chart, and I changed it to ES. But guess what I didn't change? Because we were just off hours, the market wasn't even open. I didn't change the quantity, it was still set 100. The quantity said 100. 100 contracts on the ES at $5,000 a point. The market's now up. Let me get out of this one trade here. The market's now up. All right, we're long 3 now. The market at that point was up, I want to say 16 points, 15 and a half points. Not just up, it was like a gap up. So over the next couple of days, I had to trade my way out of the problem. At one point, I was down 87,000. I was down 106. That was the official. When I closed it out, I was down 106,000. Then I was down 86, and then I was down 59, and then I was down 38, and just clawing, trading like a madman. And as of right now, I'm down 2,100 on that trade. We won't have any updates tonight because I'm going to trade the ES tomorrow morning. But yeah, that's the fat finger trade. Now, is it a huge deal? I mean, I have a lot of money. I don't think it's like the end of the world, but someone asked, did I cry? I actually did cry, but only for 10 seconds. It was like a little tear in the corner of my eye. Because I was trying to actually help another trader. That's how it happened. Mike Smith knows. I told him the whole story. I was trying to help another trader. And I'm on the phone with the trader, and I didn't feel like getting a chart. So we're like doing like a fucking WebEx. And I changed SPY to ES. So before the pizza lady came with the whole pizza debacle, I put an order in to sell. I think the market that Friday might have closed at like 72. So I was like selling 81 or whatever. If it gapped up, I was going to go short. I didn't expect it to gap up 9 handles, but if it did, I was going to short, right? You follow? Yeah. Except I shorted 100, not 1. Yeah, so that's the story. I may never order from DoorDash again. Me and Brandon ordered some Chipotle from DoorDash, but it's unlikely that I'll be using DoorDash. That's like my bad place.